So I'm staying at one of the SKP's RV parks. It's Sumter Oaks in Bushnell, Florida. And they have this really amazing swamp. So if you're like me from the West Coast and they don't really have swamps there, pretty freaking crazy to see. Anyway, if you are not part of the Escapees, I definitely recommend it. It's like $40-50 a month, and you get discounts on almost all RV parks have the Escapees discount. But if you go to the Escapees parks, which there's a certain amount of those, you actually get like 50% off, and you can get their mailing service and stuff. So I totally recommend it. And if you do, you can click the link in the description of this video, and it'll take you there to sign up. And it's an affiliate link, so they give me a little bit of credit. Costs the same amount of money for you, and you can sign up, be part of the Escapees group, and get some pretty good discounts. Yeah, so aren't these pretty amazing? I mean, I've just never seen anything like that. And if you are walking your dog or even your cat, you don't want to walk along here because there's definitely alligators in here, and they know how to hide. And the other thing that I've learned about walking dogs in Florida is you always want to keep an eye out for snakes. So if I'm walking the dogs at night, I always have a flashlight, and you can use the flashlight to shine out, and the eyes of different animals will light up, so you can kind of see if there's something out there. Totally worthwhile, because there's a lot of poisonous snakes here. It kind of freaks me out. I got bad dreams about it. This is precisely why I hate parking under trees. This is 3 days. That's like acorns falling on my roof every 20 minutes. Like literally no joke. It's terrible for the roof. Terrible. Did you know that there's like so many varieties of oaks? They're like literally creating varieties every day, because the different species of the oaks will interbreed, and it's just a tree that does that very well. And so most of them have acorns, and out of all of those different kinds of oaks, there are only I think it's four types of acorns that are not poisonous. So a good rule of thumb is never eat acorns. Well, it might seem a little late, but I wanted to open this package with you guys. This is actually the award that YouTube will give you if you pass 100K subscribers. And for the longest time, I didn't know you had to actually apply. So I applied, and then it takes a while to approve it. And then I had my Escapees mailing forwarding service send it to me. However, I accidentally told them Athens, Alabama instead of Gadsden, Alabama. So it went up to Athens, and I called Athens and I said, I have a package there in general delivery. By error, can you actually send it over to me in Gadsden? And they said, sure. So they put Gadsden on, they sent it over, but somebody in the middle, maybe, sending it from one place to the other, didn't understand what it was supposed to be, what's supposed to be happening, so they sent it back to my mailing address in Texas. And so then I had to call them, and I said, can you bring it back to the post office and have them forward it to the right address? It was supposed to already be forwarded after being forwarded the first time. So they finally sent it to me, and what a great thing to finally get it, because I wasn't sure. Oh my gosh, so many ways it's going to get lost in the mail somewhere. Oh my god, I just got out of the post office, and I saw that one of the packages, the t-shirt or the sweatshirt, was already here, and so I was like, great, I'm gonna go get that one, because I didn't want them to like ship it off again, or who knows what the heck would have happened. And the lady walks out with 2 packages. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is like such a relief. It is pretty stressful having multiple packages lost in the mail, but man, I'm so excited. Let's see what it looks like. Wow, I love it. Oh my gosh. Supporting retired athletes. That's my design. And all proceeds go to Greyhound adoption. Oh my god, it's actually very soft. Wow, I love it. Oh my god. Let's see if I can get this open. Here we go. They definitely got it well packaged. Ooh. A letter on a very thick cardstock. That's pretty cool, from the Susan, the CEO. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's it. That's much bigger than I thought it would be. That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. So I gotta say thanks to you guys for making this happen. Whoa. Oh my gosh, that's just, that's pretty amazing. So on that note, I actually wanted to address getting mail while living on the road, or even, mail, just a forwarding service. So I use the Escapees mailing forwarding service, and it's less than $10 a month. It's an annual fee. And I have an address in Texas, and you can even use that address if you want to gain residency in Texas for tax purposes. And all my mail goes there, and then I call whenever they're open and request it to be forwarded. I can also call and ask them if I have mail there, and then they'll tell me even who it's from, which is really cool. They have a service for a little bit more where they will actually open the mail and read it to you. And then they have another one, I think, where they can sort mail for you, sort out the junk mail and stuff like that. But with the basic service, they just send you everything and they'll tell you who the mail came from. And then when you're traveling on the road and you don't necessarily have an address, you can go to a post office and request to receive general delivery. Now, technically, to get general delivery, you're supposed to fill out this little sheet, and they will keep your mail for 30 days. And you can't then again use that general delivery address, or they'll start returning it. The things that you want to be careful of: in more populated cities, they'll have many post offices. Well, it's not every single post office that does it. It is the central post office of that region. So, for example, in St. Petersburg, there's like 5 post offices, or maybe 8 or something like that. And, it's only one of them that will do it. So what I like to do is and then they're usually busy that they don't answer the phones. It's hard to get a hold of them. And then they follow the rules where you have to come in and fill out a piece of paper before you can do that. But the smaller towns, they'll just say, sure, just have it sent here, you can pick it up, and they don't usually require you to fill out that piece of paper, because having to fill that out is a little inconvenient if you're not in the area yet. So if you're traveling to a place, you can't fill that thing out, but you might want to have your mail en route, as you're en route, so that you can get it while you're there. So the smaller towns are nice for that. And one thing to watch out for is, because I like to go for the smaller towns and not try to find the central hub in a larger city, is I'll look for a suburb. Well, what I did not know, and I learned, is that you can have it sent to a city that's actually part of another city, but it has a different name. But they still might be in the region or district of another controlling post office that's a different city name. So you have to be very careful. In the more populated areas, it's a little more chaotic. And not everyone at the post office is aware. For example, in Gadsden, Alabama, the acting supervisor who was, I think, filling in for somebody for like a few months, she didn't even know what general delivery was. So that was really freaky. These people are handling my mail, and I'm hoping that it's going to arrive. What if this woman saw general delivery? What would she do with it? Because she'd never even heard of it. So, and I have called some post offices and said, can I have general delivery sent there? What's the address? And they gave me the address, but they didn't know that actually that post office where they themselves worked doesn't receive it, that it was from another, that it's another hub that actually manages general delivery for that region. So you can't actually trust some of these postal service workers, and it's always better to call and verify. The other thing that you can know for sure too is if they say, this is another thing, along with filling out that slip of paper, the other official way to receive general delivery is it's never a street address. It is only general delivery and then the town name. And you don't want to do that yourself because, you know, with the different operating hubs, you might be putting in a town name that they don't do it. But if they tell you it's general delivery, Gadsden, Alabama, then you know that they know what general delivery is, because somebody who would give you a street address, they're obviously not knowing for sure. So I have actually had mail sent to a street address of a post office, but it never arrived to them because it was either sent back to their hub or it came through the hub and never went to them because they knew that they don't send general delivery on. So then it was eventually just returned to my mailing address. Another mail fiasco that I've had happen with the United States Post Office is I had a customer buy a Righty Row t-shirt, and she didn't update her mailing address in PayPal. So when I saw her mailing address, that's where I send it, is where it comes from, the money source. So I sent it to her old address. So it arrives into Hawaii, and she calls me and she said, that's my old address. And I was like, crap. I said, call the post office. They might hold it there for you, and or they can intercept it and send it your way. So they did. She was able to speak to somebody, and they intercepted it. She had to pay a fee, and then it was supposed to be sent on to her. Well, somebody along the way didn't know all of the rules of, you know, what you can do with mail, and they sent it back to me. So it went back to my Texas mailing address. Well, then I had to pay for them to send that package from Texas onto where I was. And when I finally received it, I was thankful that I did. And I took it to the post office and I said, please, this woman's paid extra for shipping, and it's supposed to have gone here, and, you know, it went here, and all this sort of stuff. I said, can you please send it on? So finally, they sent it back to her. So after being in Missouri, after being in Texas twice, being in Hawaii, being in Arkansas, it finally gets to Nevada. She finally got it, and here she is with her Righty Row t-shirt. By the way, the Righty Row t-shirts are back for sale. They're available, and in even more sizes, more colors, and more styles than before. I'm not shipping them now personally like I was, but you can find them and get yours finally again in all sizes you can imagine, all colors and styles on the channel's merchandise shop, which you can find in the link of the description to this video, where you can also find the link to Escapees if you want to sign up and get the mailing service, or just sign up for the cheaper park service. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for getting all of us here, and we will see you next time. By the way, if you buy or have already got a Pippinings merchandise, whether it's the Greyhound supporting shirts or the Righty Row or the 100K Camp Club or the other RV Life shirt that I've got right now, whatever it is, if you want to have your picture wearing your Pippinings garb or with your sticker on one of my videos, post it to my page on Facebook and I can grab it from there and then put it in a video.